Check 1 2. Check 1 2. All right, we live. Menace, what's good, man? What's going on, man? Just decided to go live real quick. Just to kind of a little bored, so say I might as well go live for a minute, see what's going on. What's up, peeps? All right, the newer version. Goodness gracious. How's everything going though? JKL, awesome. How's everything going, man? All right. I probably want to make a template of some sort. I haven't been in FL in so long, man. It's been many moons. Let me see. I want to move this to the right. I know that. All right. And let's go all the way to the end. I think I need like 4 tracks, maybe. Nope, that's not it. What is it? Is it control? Oh, you gotta control and grab. There you go. Thanks for reminding me, guys. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, yeah. I know how that goes. I don't miss that editing stuff at all. Yeah, I know. I know. I'll be tired all the time too, man. And let me move these. Right click and move to the right. I don't think that was right. Let's see. Dock. There we go. Dock to the right. There we go. So I'll probably make some inserts in here. Geez, I ain't been in NFL in a minute. Where is free balance? Okay. There you go. Fruity reverb. And I will make this one a delay. Fruity delay. And this one, what I want to do for this one. Maybe a chorus. All right. So let's rename them. How do you rename again? Rename it color. All right. Reverb. And pretty nice design. What is this about? Let's go with some basic stuff. Accept. Check. All right. So what is next? I think it's like, isn't it shift and there you go. Okay. And you can do a drop down, right? Yeah. So delay send. There you go. All right. Why did it add this? What does this mean? Delay send. All right. Let's do this one too. Reverb. So let's do a verb send. And what is this? Chorus. Do we have one for chorus? Control MIDI. Delay high pass. Drum sidechain glitch. All right, so I'll just do let's say melodic mix, and we'll just change the name of it. Rename to chorus send. All right, let's fix the reverb. Wherever the reverb is, reverb. All right, so we want it wet. I know that didn't sound right, but yeah. Early reflection, let's cut some of the low. Let's make it a little bigger. What else do we need? Yeah, so I mean that should be good for reverb. What's going on, Pulse Music? Thanks for joining. Yeah, I had FL for many moons. I had FL before I was using Cakewalk to make beats. I used to make all my beats in FL and then transfer them over to Cakewalk to like mix and stuff. But now I just decided, seeing that they did a lot of updating to FL, I want to try to get back into the swing of making some tracks in here because been a little disappointed with some of the sampling things inside of Cakewalk. So I want to kind of step it up. What do I want to do with this? I want to do, I got presets, right? Yep, ping pong. All right, we'll leave that alone. We got reverb. chorus now. Um, all right, you might leave this one on default for now. You might change it later on. And when did this change to 808 kick? Huh. All right. So one of my favorite features about FL is this right here, this current channel option that they have. Because I usually like to use their big meter, and I'll use that big meter, this dB meter here, and I will go and detach, right? And I'll bring it over to the side so I'll always know what the meter is actually saying. And I'll just kind of make it bigger, about the size of FL. So now when I'm on a track, like the kick, I can have a huge meter on the side. I can kind of see what I'm doing. All right, and why did this go to track 122? See, it's like little things like this that are always weird to me, and I felt like this did whatever it wanted to do. All right, and it didn't go back to one. Why is that? Okay. And it's weird that it assigned its own channels. Like usually it doesn't do that. Very interesting. All right. So kind of have almost everything the way I wanted set up. Um, let's get rid of all of these though. Uh, hmm. Alt delete. All right. So it is stuck with a sampler. No sounds. You have effects kind of set up on here. All right. I gotta save it now. Just can't remember how to do it. All right. So I think it's somewhere in the save, and I gotta find um, where it's at. It's definitely not there. um, hey, where is that save stuff at? It's like on my C drive. It's documents. Uh, presets. Plugin, nope. Projects, templates. Nope. Man, I don't remember where you're supposed to go. I think it was like artwork or something. Nope. All right, I'll just save it under presets. All right, so let's see if I can find it. Man, I don't remember any of this stuff, man. It's been a long time. It's like almost 2 years. Hey, man, if you want to send it, definitely. You can do it at the info at xelohh.com. You can send it to me, son. That's cool. Appreciate it. Um, where is... All right, so I need to find this folder here. I don't remember where it is. Change default template. All right. And of course, this is not where I want to be. All right, so default template, I need to change this. Last used project. I almost did the wrong thing. You delete that right off the bat, y'all. Take this off of there. Okay. Um, hmm. All right. Advanced. Performance. Utility. Hmm. All right. I need to find it to where it's supposed to be saved. And of course, I don't remember. It's been that long. All right. I remember it was data or something, right? Yep, templates. There we go. Let's let's save this in here. Save. So now I should be able to go in. Where is it at? I don't see it. Maybe I need to save it in one of them. Let's go to other, save it in there. Let's go file, save as templates and other. All right, let's see. Put in other, and of course it's not there. Missing something. Refresh. All right. Scared to close and open it. All right, that's what's up. Definitely. I guess we should just kind of get into it. If y'all guys haven't already, you can definitely download the Smash Kit. It's on my website. And it's free. So all right. Let's mess with some somatic samples. They just put out like a new pack. Seems pretty cool. Um, let's not do that though. All right. Ooh, gotta get used to the playlist again. Oh, stuff popping up on the other screen. All right. Um, what was it? Right click. Nope. um, good Lord, it's been that long. All right, so I'm gonna detect the tempo and looks like it's about 8 bars. So I'm gonna type in the beats and what would that be? 32? Yep. I know a lot of people use FL and they kind of do that, moving the stuff around. I know the 8 bars would be 32, so I'll just kind of leave it at that. Put it on song mode. That's interesting. The tempo changed to that as well. I thought I was just stretching out the sample. Of course, I probably didn't do that right. Uh, but you know, you can still always pitch the sample inside of FL, which makes it really cool. 23 guitars. I might have to agree. It's always fun to do stuff in FL. And you can do it like a stretch mode. And this is like one of the key missing ingredients inside of Cakewalk. Like I was trying to do like some stretching on a sample, and it just didn't even try to work like at all. At least this thing, it gives you some options here to do reversing, and you can have even more like effects when you go in here and do delays and stuff. I mean, it's made for producers. I mean, that's pretty much the bottom line for me. I think that's a definite. There's a lot of things I don't like about it. The mixer, for one, is like you have all these like hundreds of channels, and you can kind of place anything almost anywhere and be lost inside your own mix. That's one of the things I don't necessarily like. And you can't like hide them or anything. That is there. Um, I like to have a little section on this side. I like to have, the EQs and stuff. I like FL's effects. They have some pretty good effects, some really nice instruments of their own. So yeah. And like the thing that um, you can do in here is like amazing, yo. You can do like chops. You can make them different ways. You can do like this is like repeating notes. You can do marching. It has like patterns. It has like some complex one as well. It has like stutters. So like let's do the stutter too. What's good, James? Thanks for joining the stream. Yeah. So I mean, like stuff like that is just truly amazing, yo. Control Z that. But they give you so much in here, yo, that you can do and have time warp. They didn't have this before. Um, pitch correct samples. I don't even know what that does. Oh, okay. Yeah. See? They added some new stuff. I didn't even know it can do that. And you can change the pitches on them, huh? That's pretty fire. And you get to know exactly what key you're in. Huh. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I bought FL a long time ago, um, and I told myself it would be the last DAW I would actually pay for. And then I went and purchased Reaper, which is like $60. So I didn't really, I didn't feel that. The pockets didn't feel that one. So hey, man, just keep working at it, man. Just the norm. What's good, man? Thanks for the donation. I appreciate it, man. What's good? I'm over here messing around in FL Studio, showing y'all the ropes. Hopefully, you guys stay out the trap. And I like their menu for their stuff, their like search part. I don't know why. It just feels so much more fluent. Um, I never really liked Cakewalk's one where it goes to from side to side. I don't no, I have no idea why they did it that way. I'd rather just be able to scroll up and down with my mouse instead of the mouse going, different layers. And I always miss stuff that way. So yeah, there's that. Um, let's go back to the Smash kit, and that's the complete Smash kit, which is not out. um, Drums Smash kit. All right, and you can always. I think this one will fit with that, and you can send to the channel, or you can make a new channel just by right clicking, opening a new channel, and it makes another channel inside of FL. Of course, everybody loves the step sequencer. It's kind of just do whatever you want to do. Um, and you can do like a fill every 2 steps, real simple. I just gotta add it. Oh, and that's another good thing. Like this little paintbrush that they have in here, I can just click it and it's gonna paint that same exact wave. So if I'm doing this with drums or anything, or if I want to add another one over here, I just click it. I don't have to grab it and drag it to move it. I mean, you can move it around, but as long as that paintbrush is there, I can just paint in whatever I'm doing. All right, so this pattern, and of course, you can duplicate it, Control D. Is it Control D? No, it's Control B inside of FL. Yeah, I have no idea why they have Control B. Yeah. Yes, you can actually record audio inside of FL. It's the thing about FL is like the way you have to do stuff in here is what makes people turn away from it. Like I think they added a new way you can record in here. I think you can just click on here and arm it. I think, and that was like one of the new features that they added. So I was trying to check it out with you guys live just to mess around. Insert one. No, I thought it was just use right click in here and you will have an option for it. I don't remember all the new stuff, but I saw a couple of new things in here and I said, let me try it out. And I was bored, so I said, let me just do it live so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing instead of just talking to myself. All right. I know usually you can just arm a track in FL, like just on your mixer, you have like this option to arm a track. So I have that armed, and now I need to go over here somewhere and choose my input. You selected external input, switch. I guess why not? Huh, there we go. So you'll probably hear an echo, but yeah, you can record in here. So now, if I want to record, I just hit the record button. And I'm just going to do every. I am recording in FL Studio. If you don't know how to record, now you know how to record in FL Studio. So, yeah. So we have that now. I am recording in FL Studio. If you don't know how to record, now you know how to record in FL Studio. Yeah, just that simple. No problem. I'm rusty, but I still remember a couple. Let me turn this off before I drive myself crazy hearing this echo. All right, so yeah, so that's how you record NFL, and I've never been a really a huge fan of it. I just and I believe there's supposedly a way you can record inside here now. I don't remember what they said you had to do it though, but you should be able to record inside. Oh, look at that! Why to do that? Reset. All right. There's just so many things in here, man. I don't know what they were thinking. Oh, okay, this is what it was. So this is where you would go to the track. So let's see. I'm gonna go to track 3, right? So now it gives me that option, those same little icons to tell me what it is. And I can choose my input right here. And it's telling me, yeah. And then I can record right here. I think this is a monitor. What is this? Oh, you can put effects on here. Oh, so this is the effects. So you can add your effects, I guess, somewhere in here. And that's pretty cool. And then you have a record option to hear what you're doing. And then you can record that way. So yeah, so I just made made one on my own. And FL like kind of automatically loops itself at times. So if you wanted to loop, you can like double click on here and just kind of drag across, and anything within this pink area, it'll actually loop over. I will. Appreciate that, Pulse. Yeah, James, I'm the same way. I'm not too much of a fan of Ableton just because I don't like the way it looks. But other than that, I think Ableton is amazing when it comes to samples and stuff, and the way they can do the stretching in editing in there. But I think FL is like right on their heels when it comes to sampling right now. Like they used to be a little bit behind, but now they're like right there on their heels with the things they're doing. You can do the stretch mode for the loops now on here, and the warping, so you can bring up the warper and you can warp your samples now a lot better in FL because they didn't have this before. It was different, I should say. And now it's actually detecting the transients, so you can kind of move and stretch them. I think you can move it, yeah, so you can stretch them out to wherever you kind of want it in that area. And I'm waiting for this in Cakewalk, waiting for a very long time. I think I've done like 3 or 4 posts inside of the Cakewalk forum to kind of get this kind of thing inside there, just so we can even warp better, because we can't even warp correctly inside of Cakewalk, at least not from what I see. I mean, you can use like the what is it called? the auto something. Yeah, that thing. You know what I'm talking about. And you can, move stuff around, but it's not as smooth as this. Like this, it's nowhere near as smooth as this to kind of manipulate your sound. And that's something they really need to step up. And I don't see them doing it anytime soon. So there's that. What is this? Oh, this is my insert, my starter. All right. And I'm going to delete my vocals because I know they suck. And you can just right click on the actual item to kind of remove it. If you wanted to delete it, you can move it from here and delete. And actually, if you want to sure, yeah, I'll get rid of that. So I don't have that there anymore. Let's see if we can find some other stuff to do. And you have like a swing here. You can kind of swing your the whole, whatever's in your patterns. I was wondering what happened to the stuff that's on the other screen. Because usually they just pop up. But they decide they want to be on the other screen. And this is like one of the best things about FLs. It's kind of moving things how you want it. So like So for this 808, I can have it to where it'll just do a hold. So anytime I let go of the key, I have all the options here. And then I can actually have it go and slide by putting on the portamento. And the slide is right here. Yeah. But yeah, definitely, guys. Let me know if you have like questions or anything about it, any of this stuff. All right. All right. So let's kind of stretch these out, and we should be able to go into geez, uh, piano roll. Yay! FL's piano roll doesn't get much better than this. Um, Man, I don't remember anything. Okay, so control is kind of moving this thing up here, and this is how you can zoom in and out with this bar up here. Um, this is how you erase. If you right click to erase, if you just click anywhere in here, it'll make one, and right click to delete it. And I believe, is it control? Yeah, control and drag will let you highlight the notes. And what is it? Is it Shift D? Yeah. All right. Shift D will make it all the length of whatever setting you're on. And I think I'm on snap of what? Where is it? All right. I'm on just the main, whatever the main snap is. All right. So let's grab these. And I think is it Shift? Yeah, Shift is to move it over. Shift, you grab and move it over. And of course, this thing is so big, it's just in the way. And if I wanted to change the instrument, I can go here to this little drop down and go to like the kick. So here are the kicks. I'm going to do a Shift and D to make them into full kicks, I guess you can say. And let's grab these, doing a control, grab, and I'm going to do a control B this time to duplicate those over. And pretty much going to do the same thing for claps. Shift D, and I can just kind of place this one and raise the volume on that. Yep, that was weird, huh? Seems like I messed something up, of course. Yeah, because this, oh, geez. All right. So used to Cakewalk now. It's kind of weird using anything else. All right, so now I need to fix that clap. Messing everything up. And of course, you know, you can do like rolls pretty easy in here. You just kind of course, highlight the when you're using, I think it's Control U, and that'll split it. And I believe the other one would be, is it Alt U? That'll bring up this option to change how much time you want it to actually be. You know, and of course you can accept, and then you can go. Yeah, good old FL Studio. Ooh, everything about Cakewalk? That's a tough one. Like I don't even know everything about Cakewalk. There's so many features that I actually don't even use like whatsoever. They have like this re-drum program where you can kind of, if you have like a drum pattern, it'll analyze pretty much like what the kick is, what the snare is, and kind of make uh, basically duplicate what it is, and you can replace those with other uh, samples. I think it's called Drum Replacer. I don't ever use it. There's another thing that people have on there, which is the Matrix, which no one really ever uses, which is kind of interesting. But I think it's more of like the difficulty part of it. Like a lot of people don't get it because they don't use it enough. Like I don't even use it enough. That's why I don't really go into it. But I do have a video about it just because it was something that was there that I was like, oh, this would be interesting to have a video about. No one's really talking about, but it can do it. And then seeing that a couple of other DAWs have just gotten their live kind of thing like Ableton does, I felt that could help. MK, yeah, Cakewalk is awesome. There's some things that, you know, I still wish they add like a sampler, a way to kind of do a couple of things a lot more easier for people that actually like produce with, you know, inside the DAWs. Like EDM and hip hop kind of stuff like that. They don't really cater toward those genres, at least not that I've seen. What's going on, man? Yeah, I went back home to FL. I mean, and like I don't have to do anything, and it will put that sample that anywhere I want to on the keyboard, and just have like different. I mean, it's stuff I miss, yo. I mean, they make it so much easier and fluent to kind of make a beat. It's yeah, gotta love it. See, and one of the things about FL now is that like you can't, well, at least not that I know of, that you can just kind of just hit like the record button and kind of get it to go while you're actually playing in the flow of things. Like you kind of have to hit the record, at least from what I remember. I think there was a way to do it though. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure. From what I've always known, I think I had to hit the record button itself. Um, and I don't have my complete control sync to FL to get it to record from there. I think I have to turn off the keyboard mode. I think that's what it is. Is this? Yeah. And I think if I hit it now, it should work. Yeah, see? Oh, it's doing some other stuff. I didn't tell you to do that. All right, stop. Oh, okay. Close. All right, so it decided to make its own. All right, where's it coming out? All right. All right. Why can I still hear mouse? Okay. See? All this confusion, yo. Why? Why would they do that? All right. So yeah, so now I will have to, if I wanted to record, I had to just hit record and then tell it what I want. Do notes and automation. And of course, there's an option to don't show this in the future and just record whatever is there. So and to turn on the metronome, I believe it's this one here. Like I said, I haven't been in NFL in a very long time. Yep. All right. Yeah, Reaper can definitely be a headache. And I think the headache comes in Reaper where you have to go through all those menus, man. Like if you don't know where to go, this like a simple thing can take you like hours to figure out, and it'll be something like right in front of your face, like that whole glue thing, the gluing the tracks together thing. Like I don't know why they did it that way. Like you gotta like right click on the audio and then make sure both of them is selected, and then go down and choose the gluing option. And yeah, I mean it's a headache at times. Even like doing a reverse inside of Reaper can be a headache at times. I don't know why they did a lot of those things the way they did it. But I mean, if you create your shortcuts, you can fly through Reaper, no problem. But if you're like a novice and you're just coming into the DAW, you forget about it. Uh, I think this has to do with like whatever your audio like driver kind of stuff is set on. Um, Most of the time, I don't think it utilizes the audio drivers the correct way all the time, and that's why you get like a lot of dropouts. Like it'll try to process like two or three different things at the same exact time, and that's what you actually get when you get those dropouts, where stuff like FL will process one thing at a time and then it'll move on to that other thing after. It won't try to force everything through at that one time. Even though, I get dropouts in FL at times. Well, before I got this computer, I don't really get any dropouts with this computer I have here now. I have like a what is this? A Ryzen 9 a 16 core thing, whatever. Yeah, so it works perfectly fine. Um, you won't really see my stuff maxing out unless I'm using like a whole bunch of processing for mastering or something like that inside of FL. But other than that, yeah, it happens on all DAWs. um, the workflow can be slow at times, but like you said, it is free. There are things that I wish it had in here, like of course the option to edit the uh, the samples that come in here. Like I can edit this whole thing if I want to. I can do a reverse, normalize. I can fade the stereo. I can boost it here. I can do some EQing. I can do some cuts. I can start and end and do different endpoints in here. You can change your pitch, which you cannot do really in Cakewalk. The pitch thing in Cakewalk is very, very bad. Um, that's why I tried to mess with this today. And you also have a whole bunch of different sample modes. And I think um, they have this E2 inside of Cakewalk is what they use. These ones over here. Um, Whereas you see they have generic, they have mono, you have stretching, you have slicing, you have mapping, you have resample. So like they have made this very sample friendly. Um, and of course you have your envelopes so you can change things in here. You have your LFOs right inside of the actual channel where whatever sound you put in here. And this is why a lot of people have been using those one shots. So you put your one shots in here and it makes it so much easier to do whatever you want to do inside here. Um, and you have your modifier for your X and Y. You have your pitch here as well, so you can change your pitch of the sound right inside of here. You have your panning inside of here, your volume and velocity, and then you have this wrench where the wrench you can adjust different things. You can even have an arpeggiator right on that one particular sound that you're actually using. You have your echo and delay right here on this side, which makes it so much easier. And even if you want to do chords, you can do a chord directly from that note and put it in whatever key, as you can see, whatever key you want to put it in. Um, and you can do some slides for the arpeggiators as well, so it'll kind of slide up to those notes. And you have your poly here, where you can make it a mono or portamento. You can make it cut itself, so if you're using it like an MPC kind of style, you can have it cut. You can cut itself. I mean, this so much easier the way they made this engine to run. And it's like so unique because only FL, at least that I know, kind of does that. Unless you're talking about like LMMS, which is kind of like a bite off of FL, but it still doesn't have all the same features as FL has. So it's kind of behind in that frame of mind. Hey, what's going on, Priscilla? Thanks for joining. Good to see you in here. Yes, I have used TX16WX. I think that's what it is, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's too many letters. I think I have it on here somewhere in the midst of my jungle. I haven't loaded it, I don't think, but I definitely have it somewhere. As you see, all the things I haven't even added yet to FL, right? All my T-Rex stuff, I haven't added anything in here. I just opened it up today for the first time in like 2 years. Since I got this computer, actually, I don't think I've really opened up FL that much. Where is it? TXW16. It should be somewhere in here. Hmm. It's very strange. I don't see it. I've used it though. It's a headache at times. I can tell you that much. Like you'll be kind of in the midst of making something and then you'll be like, all right, I want to do this, and you just can't figure out how to actually do it. I got to manage my plugins. I don't want to do that right now though. Yeah, it's okay though. Yes, it does. I've been fighting for it for almost 2 years now, and I kind of just kind of gave up. It was like, you know what? I'm just gonna use the complete control for right now. If they ever decide to do it, you know, it may bring some people toward Cakewalk more because like the regular sample, just pulling the sample in and kind of manipulating it is not really that great in Cakewalk. So like in here, I mean, I can stretch this thing and move it around and it's gonna just stretch. It's just gonna do what it's supposed to do. In Cakewalk, I have to actually bounce this to clip because if I don't, then it's gonna start glitching and making other weird noises and artifacts will be added on there just because I didn't bounce it. Whereas, you know, pretty much any other DAW doesn't actually have that problem. So um, all right. Now, of course, this is on the other screen. What is this? Oh, cancel. And of course, you know, you can always bring stuff into the channel like this. I can bring this in here and kind of just put it to where I want to. And now it's in there. And stretch this. You guys can kind of see it. Oh. And of course, you know, another cool thing is like if you wanted to, let's say, For this sound, if you had it on the channel rack, you can just kind of chop it how you want it to. So if I put it on the ADSR mode kind of thing, and I turn all this stuff down, and I mean, it'll last for however long I hit the keyboard. So if I hold it down, it'll play the whole thing. If I just tap it, it just does that. Yes. Yes. I think the TX16WX, I mean, it does so many things in there. Um, it almost kind of reminds me of kind of like how FL is, but you just have to search through all the menus on there, and it's not really big, so you can't really see everything clearly. And they abbreviate some of the things on here, like this mod X would just be MX, and you're like, what does MX mean? Instead of it saying panning, it'll be like PN. You're like, why? What does PN mean? But I mean, you'll find out eventually, but it's just not that uh, easy to figure out. All right, so like this crash, I'm gonna take out of here. I'm gonna put the crash in myself on its own channel. And then you can do a shift and grab, and you can move it over. If it was cakewalk, it would be control and grab to do that. But I didn't have to do that either. Seeing that I have this selected, this actual sample, I can just click over here and it automatically does it. I click this one, I can move this over here. This is like why I like FL to make beats at times. It just makes it so much easier to do things. I don't know how many other DAWs actually do this. I'm not sure if even Ableton does that. I think you have to kind of grab and drag it over. Um, but yeah, as you can see in FL, you don't have to worry about that. You just just move it over. You just click where you want it to be. It's almost like having this as your piano roll as well. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's intuitive, but I mean it's like it's like Reaper to me. It's like you have to get into it in order to use it the way you want to use it. You can't just open it up and expect to know everything about it. It takes some time and getting used to it and actually going through the process of learning all the pieces, and then you can get really good at it. I think it's a excellent sampler. The only thing I don't really like about it is that I get a lot of clips and pops when I actually use it. I mean, when I play it back, it doesn't really have it, but when I'm actually making a track or something, I'll hear those clicks and pops in there, and I don't like it. So I don't really use it too much. Making a Ranger field, it's kind of the same. Um, the difference is, I think, yeah, let's see here. Let me take this off of here, and you go into here, and I think it's a tool. Is it a tool? Nope. Time marker, right? So you can add one or Alt T, which I didn't remember. And you can say like this is intro, and boom, it makes a marker up here. So now you have this marker um, as your arranger. So you can move this over. I think it's control. Is it control? No. Um, shift? Nope. Let's just do Alt and T. Alt T, add another one, another time marker. Let's say this is the chorus. All right. And you can move this over and say this part here is the chorus. Um, they don't give you an option to color this like you have other places, other DAWs. I think it's something that they are working on. It might have actually been added on a new one, but I just don't know where to go to do it. um, but yeah, you can like add markers. You can add time signatures. I can make this part into a loop. So it'll only loop on this part here. So it'll just keep looping this piece of the chorus. See, it started right here on this little place where I put the loop. So you can add loops in here as well. Um, and let's say you wanted to do different types of arrangements. You have an arrangement up here at the top, this little drop down here. It'll give you an option to clone exactly what you did. You can rename it and you can add a new one. So let's add a new one, right? And I'm gonna leave it as arrangement too. I'm not gonna retype it. And now I have a clean slate and I can just kind of drag the samples back in here and make, another whatever I'm doing. And click on this one to get the pattern back. So I have my pattern and let's put a pattern here. And as you see, I can just click where I want the stuff to be and it'll just set itself up, which is so much easier. I can't kind of stress that enough. It's so much easier to do patterns in here. So if I wanted to add another one of these, I'll just click on it and now I can just do whatever I want to do. You can bring this one in, bring one right after it. Ah. And right click to remove it. And I still have my first arrangement. If I go back here, I'll go back to arrangement 1, and this is the first arrangement. So you can have different arrangements in here. Let's see, let's delete this loop. I don't need that. But yeah, you can do arrangements in FL as well. It's just a little different, and it doesn't have the color option like you do in most other DAWs. I think that is something that they'll be working on next for FL, but currently I don't think they have it yet. Hopefully that answered the question. And of course, like over here is like you have like your volume, and this one is your pan. This little knob, the first knob is your pan left and right. So let's kind of pan it to the left and let's turn it down. So yeah, so I mean, it's it's something you can definitely work with. So let's say I wanted to you can kind of grab these and I think it's like Control L. It's a Control L. Yep, Control L will bring them down to the mixer. So all these things will actually be assigned to the mixer. I highlighted all of them and hit Control L, and it brings it automatically down to the mixer here. So now all of them are on the mixer. And if I click on the master, and as you see, it is super loud. I'm gonna delete these things over here. Delete. Yes, it's okay. Delete. I said okay. Delete. And this is one thing, if you don't want to have them ask you, you can just hit that button and it won't ask you or just delete or do whatever. I like to leave it on there just because sometimes you'll make a mistake and try to delete something and then you won't know what you did. All right. Biggest problem is you can't make it into a full song. Oh, okay. I could try to do that. No problem, man. Let me know if you have any other questions, though. So, I mean, making it into a song or something is not. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it does take some time in figuring out what you want to do. So you don't want to just keep this same loop going the whole entire time. You want to change it up somehow, some way. Um, with FL, they have a lot of really cool things, as I said before. So let's say this one, I'm gonna click over here and make it into its own, right? So I'm gonna click on here, and where is it at? Uh, make unique, right? As a sample. So this one will be different. Uh, I guess, I don't know. All right, so this one is gonna be different. So I can double click on here and it'll bring up the thing which comes on the other screen, of course. But yeah, I can change the pitch and do 700 cents in the negative, which will slow it down, almost like pitching it down. So this is what it sounds like. And you can use that part for like your verse. So you say the higher pitch one is for like your chorus, the lower pitch one is for your verse. So that way you can kind of have something a little different. And then it's about breaking down your drums, taking them in and out. So if I do this pattern, right, and I make this unique, I click on this little top part. I don't know if you can even see that. It's so small, yo. But I'm gonna click up here and I'm gonna go and make it unique, right? So now this is pattern 2, and pattern 2 is over here in this rack because we're on pattern 2 now, right? So I can go in here and let's say we don't want the kick, right? So I'm gonna go into here with the kick, and let's just say we did it only on like the 1 or whatever. Uh, let's do. Oh man, this thing is so big. All right, so let's say we wanted to kick the sound like that, right? And we wanted to do the hats. Let's say, um, let's snap this to say 1/3, right? So they'll be smaller. And you can use like the paintbrush, wherever that is. What is this one? Paint. All right. So let's say we did stuff like that, and I'm just putting them randomly just to kind of give it a little difference, right? So now we have that for our actual verse. So those are how the verses will actually go. And we can delete this one and click on that pattern and add it right after. So now we have our verse and we have our hook, and they are totally different. And let's stretch this out. Okay, so now if I go back and do, I can even move this over and say, where's my rename? Rename, right? I'm gonna name this verse. So now I have a verse, and this is more like my hook or chorus. All right, so now I have a chorus and I have a verse. I'm so used to Cakewalk. I've been hitting W this whole time to go back to the beginning. And you see how drastic that was? So that won't work. So let's go back in here. Let's change this back to the 700 cents. And all right, and I know it's 700 cents because in this top left corner here, in this section here, it'll say 700. So when I go over it, it'll say 700 cents. So it's back to where it was. But in here, we can do other things. So we can do chops. We can do like a time-based chop. Or we can do like a repeating note. Let's do a pattern, right? So let's say, let's do the hit maker. And I just let FL make another sequence for me. I mean, you can go in here and chop up the sample yourself, but that would be how I would suggest to do it, unless you're changing like your bass line or you're adding something on top. Like this by itself probably wouldn't be where I would stop. I would probably add like another sound for the hook or chorus, like some strings or something, or maybe even a piano. But you can even leave it how it was. I can just do a Control Z and leave that how it was and just have that part change up just with the drums. And let's add 808 somewhere in here. I have an 808 and I have not used it. And, you know, the thing that people usually do is just go on the piano roll and kind of So used to double clicking. All right, which one was cut? Is this one? What is that? Slices C. And then grab these. What is it? Shift and down. Nope. Control down. There we go. Drop it down an octave. And as you see, it's probably down too low. I probably want to bring it up. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. Just trying to get familiar with FL again. All right, so let me go back to the 808. Control C. And 808, Control paste. All right. So I kind of liked it in the higher octave, so let's bring them back up. Yeah, and once again, you know, FL, I don't, they don't have like a necessarily like a solo button, at least not that I've ever seen. That's one of those things that you're like, why don't they have that? But they don't. So, but the things I do like is I can kind of just turn on any of these like uh, effects. So almost like a bus kind of channel. Like if I hit on here, now I have a volume meter for what's going into this reverb. And I think I have to turn them on because they stay off. Okay. Oh, okay, so it is this one here, this first one. Okay, so this one is the second one. do that. The classic. Everybody uses this clipper. Turn it down a little bit and then you pump your kick up. Right. So you go in here and you can kind of either turn this volume up. You can even do a boost. Yep. And it's just that simple. Kind of split all the tracks, kind of have it all laid out. Music theory. It'll be the same. I mean, it's the only difference is like I use a sample to start with, but if you started with like an instrument, you just use whatever kind of theory. All right, so let's say I wanted to um, do some chords. I'll just have to add an instrument. Let's just add something simple like what is that thing called? Ooh, they brought back sound font players. I don't know if anybody ever remembers that, but I used to use them all the time. And I don't know where they are, so I won't mess with them now. Let's use Flex for an example. Of course, it pulls up on the other screen that you guys can't see. So here we are in Flex. And let's see. Let's do some strings. Some plucks, maybe? What do you guys think? Okay, so let's say we wanted to know what this sample was. We can go into edit sample, and it should tell me what detect pitch regions. And as you see, it has a whole bunch of different chords it's been using. So it looks like it starts on, looks like E. And in here it says E minor as what the chord was. So if you use like the, let's see, piano roll, and you want to use like ghost notes in here, do I remember how to do that? I think it's view. And then, pardon me, I haven't been in here in a while. um, Ghost channels, but you want to do a notes. So you want to do, in FL, it does have this option for stamps, which is pretty cool. Like you can kind of make whatever notes you want. But I want to do, scales. There we go. All right, so scale highlighting. And we want to figure out which one we want to do. So let's say natural minor, right? And right now it's still on C. So we wanted to go on E though. So we were in what? View, scale highlighting, and we want to be on E. So now the these like lighter notes is where we want to actually place notes to be in scale using the music theory. So technically it should work if we start on an E, which is our root note, but we did change the pitch of it, so it'll be different. And I did not add this to the list, so where am I at? All right, let's take this off of here. And let's start another channel. All right. So I'm adding pattern 13. Oh, don't worry about that. It's pattern 13. Add that to the playlist. So here we are. No. All right. Piano roll. Oh, I'm so used to double clicking. So this would be a chord because I'm skipping one and placing basically. Ah, so used to cakewalk. So sorry. I'm gonna stretch these out. Let's go to the whole chord, but it's not gonna play because it's only a spiccato. So I'll need to change the instrument. Let's change that. Let's do a sustain. So let's go here. Goodness gracious, I'm so used to this double clicking, it's ridiculous. And let's go down here. And as you see, I can kind of just make some chords and use the music theory behind it. But right now, it is off by 700 cents, which is like 7 semitones, which is, I don't know. I'm not really a music theorist person. I do know to skip notes and I know to count notes and I know when majors are minors. So like right now, these are minors because it's only 3. I can make this a major by just moving this one up. And this is a major here, so I can move this one down and make it a minor. Right? So these are like, things that you kind of learn along the way with the music theory part. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4, that would be a major. And that would be a minor here. But as you see, it would be out of the scale. So and like this note here, let's drop it down. And that makes it a little bit more smoother. But that would be like if you're using music theory with this inside of FL Studio. Then this works in pretty much any DAW. So it doesn't have to be FL, it doesn't have to be Cakewalk. It can be any DAW. Now you can use this kind of method if you wanted to. All right. Ah. All right, so I need to figure out what that would be. So E, so the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one, oh, oh, where is it? What did I just do? What did I do? Ah, ah, mess with FL again, boy. It brings back memories of why I kind of left. All right. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that a B now? So it would be a B. So I'll go view, turn it to a B. And OG Marco, what's good, man? Thanks for joining the stream. I'm over here messing with FL, like the first time in a very long time. Find a way to do that, man. So I want to use this one as default, but save it as uh, all right. I don't remember how to do it. All right, let's try that. Let's see what happens. Nope. Yeah, there it goes. I don't know. Can't figure that one out, guys. It's been that long. I don't know if they changed it to where you can't really make your own templates because they're kind of good for that at times. FL. Yes, sir. Oh, all the way from Germany, eh? Chill Walker's channel. What's good, man? Thank you for joining. Um, Today I'm just kind of messing with FL Studio. I'm really trying to figure out the new stuff that they added in here. I know they added another chorus, and cannot find it for some reason, and I don't know why. I think it's maybe called something else. I don't know. Peak. Fruity chorus. Transient processor. Fruity chorus here. I don't know what the thing is called. Panomanic. Gross beats. Fruity shifter. Shaper. Pitch shifter. Oh, they have this pitch shifter thing, huh? Ah, there he goes. Vintage chorus. This is supposedly like the Juno one, and it should be pretty good. I haven't used it yet though. Um, let's see what else they got. Color mapper. Patcher is supposedly better now as well. Let's see. VFX envelope. Yeah, they have a tuner now inside of FL, which we don't have yet in Cakewalk, which is ridiculous. Uh, but yeah, now they have a tuner inside of FL Studio. I should have probably used that for the sample. Um, all right. I'm not sure how it works. Do you put the tuner on here? Where did I find it? Tuner. There we go. All right. Truly amazing. Yeah. So yeah, FL has a tuner. Still waiting for one inside of Cakewalk, but you know, it's neither here nor there. Let's see. Pitch shifter. So they have a new pitch shifter inside of FL as well for music and one for voice. Ah, that is pretty dope. All right, so let's see. Do I pitch it? Ah, it's dope. Okay. Hmm. You know what? I don't know if it is noisy like the Juno one. Um, let's see. Let's add this one to a channel. Of course, I need to fix that because now it starts on channel 2 instead of there. I just did a whole bunch of weird stuff before. All right, so let's put it on this one. So this is the chorus track. And this is the vintage chorus. All right, so let's turn off this pitch shifter and the tuner doesn't really matter. So let's see. Yeah, it sounds like it adds noise. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like they should have their own tuner. Like I use the G tune to find out what tune or key or whatever, or I just go online, just drag the sample into the online thing and do it. But they should have one inside of Keiko. I know they used to have one. Sonar past days they had one that was in there, but they took it out and they're not bringing it back. It doesn't seem so. I don't know. There's a lot of things that they could kind of add on here, but they're not doing it. So it's just another one of those things. All right. Why? All right. So all right. So what else did I do? I did a tuner. What else did I do on this track? Did I put anything else on it? Thought I did. What happened to pitch shifter? Did I delete it? Yeah, this seems pretty cool. This pitch shifter option. Did I do it on the master? That is why I did it on the master. Okay, that's fine. I can do it on the master. Let's take it off of this one. Delete. Yes. All right. That's pretty cool. I like that. Hmm. So is it like a auto pitch shifter? Don't know how this really works. Why is it format shifting? Is it delaying? Is that what it is? Nope. Oh, what is format? So that's a pretty cool option. Pitch shifter. All right. What else do they have here? Frequency splitter. Oh. Hmm. split the frequencies. So if I turn off all the highs and just have the mid, I can move the mid up and down. Mid, what is it, the side? Oh, sends. Huh. You can link them. Ah, that's pretty cool. Okay. It's frequency splitter, huh? Frequency shifter. What? Ah. Ah, nice. Hmm. 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 That's pretty tight too. Oh, yeah, didn't tell me FLL was good stuff in there now. Oh, what the hell? Sorry about that. I'm sorry about that, yo. Oh man. Yeah, man. I used to use FL before. I haven't been in FL in I'd probably say about a year and a half. So I haven't been able to see all the new stuff they actually added in here. They added a couple of new things that are really cool so far. I forgot about this hardcore thing that they had. They had it in here before, but I never really used it because it was just something I didn't want to use. Um, but yeah, I mean, they have a whole bunch of new things that I was just trying to test out because I've seen a couple of videos about, FL and the new things they added in here. So I just wanted to try and check it out. Like the option to record inside of this little arrangement area. And there's a couple other things they added. Um, Wave Shaper, Fruity Squeeze. I think I had that before. Soft Clip, Fast Distortion, Blood Overdrive, and Destruct. This was a really cool feature that they added in here. This Destructor. I don't really see people using it, but it can be kind of like in a way like a RC20. because you can add different ones on here. So you have like your speaker, and you have filters and your distortion, and a whole bunch of different options in here to mess with it. But yeah, yeah, the people that they're using on YouTube, they use it pretty much every single day. I kind of wanted to do that route, but then I realized that Cakewalk can make beats in there, and no one's talking about it. So that would be the best way to kind of get people to notice Cakewalk and see what it can actually do. Uh, I still think FL has a lot of advantages over Cakewalk when it comes to making beats. But when it comes to like the mixing part and the editing part, uh, it's not really comparable, and not at least not to me in that sense. There are people that record inside of FL, and I think that's cool. But it just there's a certain things that you can do in almost every other DAW that you have to do extra steps to do inside of FL. Like let's say I wanted to do a fade right here, right? There's no option to fade this. It's like if I just scroll over it, there's no options to fade. I have to like what is it? I think you got to go in here and then do a fade of some sort, or you have to do like an automation to fade, or if you, I think it's just double click on it. Is it double click? Yeah, and bring this up, and then you can do like a bleed in, so the transient will bleed. So basically, that's like their fading, crossfade bleeding. And yeah, that's basically like FL's bleeding option, and I don't think that's cool. And it's like those little things and nuances that make every other DAW seem better when it comes to that part of FL. And the organization part is totally different in here. Like this, I make it look organized, but it's not disorganized. It is, I mean, people have the mixer anywhere they want to. You have there's nothing standard, like except for like kind of this section, the browser section, but you can move that as well. You can take that away and move it around as well. But that's pretty much the only kind of standard staying piece that usually stays here. And then you have like this like section here to kind of bring it away. And you have your mixer down here if you want to take away the mixer. I mean, it's just chaotic at times, but a lot of people work in chaos, so it helps them focus more, I guess. I don't know. And those are some of the reasons like I don't really use FL. Like I want to get away from it because of the structure wise, um, and getting everything set up and processed. But I really do like their browser. I really do like the option to have this current track here. So whatever is playing out of the current track, I can use it on this big dB meter that I have on the side here. So I can just have it, show exactly what it's doing. I do like the fact that I can add basically kind of like my buses down here and having its own little section. Um, the effects are amazing inside of FL. What else is there? I mean, but everything else is kind of weird, like the channels and moving the channels, and it has like a mixer with like 100 and something tracks on here already laid out for you. You have no idea where you can put anything. Like I can move this and scroll it somewhere, and boom, I don't know where the track is anymore. Simply like now it's on 15. So I mean, it is so easy to kind of get lost inside of this. And as you see, I made my number one track into the reverb, so that's not where you want that to go. So I had to put it on track 2 to start at 2 because I already messed it up. I'm sorry, I know I messed it up now, but I didn't know I did that earlier. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to test out some of these effects. I like this thing though, this destructor. It came out on a couple of updates ago. It seems like a pretty good chorus and filter together. Yeah, so I mean, these are the things that I missed that they actually added inside of FL Studio. Uh, let's see, what else do they have? Free Convolver, peak control, control surface. What is this? Hmm. Oh, okay, I guess you can do some kind of controller settings in there with that control surface. Hmm. But I do like the options that they kind of have now inside here. Uh, they have the edit sample, pitch correct sample, time warp, fit to tempo. What is that? Oh, okay. So they added in inside the little drop down now. All right, so let's do a type in beats, and we're gonna do 32. So that'll make it 8 bars. And if I did that inside of a cakewalk, it would have kind of stretched this out and made it really weird. I don't know why it does that, but it does. And for this, what makes it cool is that they have so many different options to stretch this sample, and I can manipulate this in so many different ways um, just from this little screen here. So yeah, I don't know. I might start making some more FL videos. Let me know in the comment section, guys, if y'all want me to make some FL videos. But I might be getting up off of here real soon. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Let me know if you guys have any kind of concerns or anything before I get up off here. All right, guys, about to head up off of here. Thank you for joining the stream. If you are in the stream, thanks for any of the comments that you guys left. And I will see y'all on the next time. Peace.